Sharon Pate-Bell worked for 20 years as a merchant marine in New Orleans. She had the mouth to prove it.
Cursing was my best friend, and I had a lot of friends who cursed. That was the language we used. And I learned how to intimidate people by my mouth.
In 1998, her heroin-addicted husband was found shot to death in the New Orleans housing projects.
I just got a phone call one day that he had been killed. I just felt my whole world come down. I was just really devastated, and I was left to raise our son by myself. And the only way I could deal with it was to drink, because it would really numb the pain.
Her drinking went on for years. Sharon became a full-fledged alcoholic.
I went to the club right on in the worst part of town and just drank every day till I would just be drunk. I'd wake up in the morning, even sometimes without eating, and that would be the first thing I would want was a drink. My body just would need a drink. I didn't want to be that way, but I just didn't know how to change.
In 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Sharon and her young son relocated to Baton Rouge, where she rented a small house.
I had a chance to sober up, and I would just come here and pray and hope that God would just help me, because remember now, I lost everything I had nothing.
She started reading a Bible and watching the 700 Club every day on TV.
And this one particular day, there was a story about this man who had a drinking problem and how God had healed him. All I remember was my hands were up. I was asking God to touch me and to heal me. And I felt the presence of God come in the room. And I knew then that it was over. I felt the freedom. Before, I was not drinking because I was scared. But I felt God when He entered my heart. And the desire just left.
Sharon gave her life to Jesus and was instantly set free from her addiction to alcohol. She didn't even realize it until a few weeks later.
Somebody offered me a drink. And before I knew it, I said, "Oh, I don't drink." And then when I said it, it came out so quickly. I was like, "Yeah, that's right. I don't drink, and I don't want to drink." And I never think about drinking. I could walk down the store, down the aisle, and see liquor, and it doesn't even cross my mind. It's like it never happened. Complete, total healing.
Sharon went back to college and recently graduated with honors. Her son just graduated from high school, also with honors. Her life is brand new, and so is her mouth.
My mouth is to bless. My mouth is to praise. My mouth is used for worship. I thank God for healing me. I thank God for delivering me. I thank God for cleaning up my life. And most of all, just giving me back my mind. And He said if I keep my mind on Him, He'll keep me in perfect peace. And that the peace that I have today is not the kind of peace that the world has. This is a peace in the midst of the storm. I still can trust God. I still can believe God. And today, He's turned my whole life around.
Sharon encourages people who are addicted, like she was, to put their trust in God.
It doesn't matter if your husband's a junkie. It doesn't matter if you're an alcoholic. It doesn't matter if you're even struggling with drugs. God can deliver you in the midst of it. He can touch your heart. He can change your taste buds. Once you can get into the presence of God, it does things that nobody else can do for you. You can have a different life.